All right, let's get right into it. Chewy just dropped some seriously impressive Q2 numbers. I mean, they're beating expectations and snatching up market share left and right. So in this tough retail world we're in, you gotta ask, how are they doing it? We're gonna break down their winning formula and see exactly what's fueling this incredible run. And really, it all starts right here. I mean, look at these faces. For millions and millions of us, these aren't just animals, they're part of the family. Chewy gets that. They've built a multi-billion-dollar empire because they understand that emotional connection, maybe better than anyone else in the game. So what is this secret sauce here? What's the strategy? Well, it's this really powerful mix of a rock-solid core business and some super smart new ways they've found to grow. So let's get into the numbers.
Okay, first up, let's look at the headline results. This is the stuff that really made Wall Street sit up and pay attention. This is the big picture of their knockout second quarter.
Get this, Chewy brought in $3.1 billion in sales. That's a jump of 8.6% from last year. Now, not only did that blow past their own forecasts, but their CEO pointed out that in an industry that's only growing a few percent, this means they're absolutely gaining market share. So, where's all that power coming from? Well, the entire foundation of Chewy's success really comes down to one single brilliant program, Autoship. You gotta understand this because it's the engine that drives everything else. At its core, Autoship is pretty simple. It turns a one-time purchase into a long-term relationship. It's basically a subscription that just automates everything for you. You never run out of food, you never have to think about it, and for Chewy, well, that means incredible loyalty and a super predictable stream of cash. And check this out. This chart says it all. A whopping 83% of all of Chewy's sales come from these Autoship customers. So you see, this isn't just some nice little feature. It's the entire backbone of the company. It's what locks in all that recurring revenue. And here's the kicker. The core of their business is actually speeding up. Sales from Autoship grew by nearly 15%. That's almost double the company's overall growth rate. This is that flywheel effect they talk about. The strongest part of their business is literally pulling the whole company forward. Okay, so you've got that amazing foundation. But Chewy isn't just sitting back. Now we're going to look at how they're building on top of it. They are adding these new layers designed to get their most loyal customers to spend even more. First up is Chewy Plus. The easiest way to think about it is like Amazon Prime, but just for pet parents. It's $49 a year, you get free shipping, you get rewards. And guess what? It is totally working. The data shows Plus members are buying more often and they're buying from more categories than regular customers. And people are signing up fast. Just in the month of July, about 3% of Chewy's total sales came from this brand new program. They think that's going to grow to the mid-single digits by the end of the year, which is just proof that they've really hit on something people want. Next, Chewy is plugging directly into a massive consumer trend. Their CEO, Sumit Singh, said it perfectly. Their growth is fueled by what he calls humanization and premiumization. Basically, we want to treat our pets like people and give them the absolute best stuff, which now includes fresh, high-quality food. And that brings us to Get Real. This is Chewy's new exclusive fresh food brand. It's healthy, uses 10 ingredients or less, and it comes perfectly portioned and ready to go. This is a huge move to capture a slice of a market that's going to be worth over $8 billion. And they're not even stopping with products. They're moving into services with Chewy Vet Care clinics. And this is a potential game changer. Why? Because the company says customers who use their clinics become their absolute highest and fastest spending customers. It just pulls them deeper into the whole Chewy world. Okay, so great sales, happy customers, cool new products. That all sounds fantastic. But does it actually make money? Let's look at how this whole strategy is paying off on the bottom line. So how does this all add up? Well, it starts with that big number we saw earlier, $3.1 billion in sales, which they convert into profit at a really healthy 30.4% gross margin. And that generates over $183 million in operational profit. That's a 5.9% margin, which is way up from where they were last year. So what do you do with all that profit? Well, you turn it into cash. And this chart breaks down exactly how they made nearly $106 million in free cash flow just this quarter. That's the actual cash left over after you run the business and pay for everything you need. And they're putting that cash to work in two really smart ways. First, they're plowing it back into those growth areas we just talked about, like Chewy Plus and their own brands. And second, they're giving it directly back to shareholders, buying back $125 million of their own stock this quarter alone.
This quarter was obviously great, but Chewy is already looking down the road. So what does the rest of the year look like for them?
Well, let's just say the company is feeling pretty confident. They've raised their sales forecast for the whole year to between $12.5 and $12.6 billion. And they're expecting a really strong profit margin on top of that. And this, right here, shows you their killer instinct. They know their competitors might have to raise prices soon because of tariffs, so what's Chewy going to do? They see it as a chance to hit the gas, to lean into growth and grab even more market share while others are on their heels. Which really brings us to the big question. When you put it all together, the dominant subscription model, the new high-margin brands, the move into healthcare, Chewy isn't just building an online store anymore. They're building a complete ecosystem for pet care. And you have to wonder, is it on its way to becoming unbeatable?